Tuesday, September 8th, 2020. Just got off the dock. It's about 6:48 in the a.m. Central Daylight Time. Are we having fun yet? So it is later in the day on October 8th, Tuesday, October 8th, Tuesday, October 8th. Oh wait, yeah. What the hell? I am senile. Tuesday, September 8th, 2020. We are a little over halfway between Manitowoc and Sheboygan. Manitowoc. God, I can't talk today. Taking a little trick at the helm so I could relieve myself. That was interesting in seas like this. They've actually moderated a little bit. It was a lot lumpier earlier this morning. The winds actually freshened a little bit out of the east. It speared a little bit. It was more northerly earlier. Very reluctant to go anywhere today. We've been sitting in Manitowoc waiting for the weather to get better. Got the boat in last week a day early. Would really have had to rush to be able to sail on Friday. Didn't go anywhere on Saturday because the winds were forecast to be under 10 knots. We knew we'd be motoring most of the day if we went anywhere. Then Sunday was forecast a gale. Yesterday was forecast to be 30 knot winds. We never saw the gale or 30 knot winds, although there's some big waves on Saturday on the gale day. So just day after day of bad forecasts, and we're at a point where we need to make a decision. Do we, after having gotten the boat back in the water, rigged it and everything else, haul it back out again without going anywhere? Or pay some money and takes our chances by departing today, just to do a short little trip down to Sheboygan and maybe later to Fort Washington. And we knew that if we decided to go today, the forecast would be rock solid, and it surely was. Seeing well over 20 knots of wind most of the time now. Pretty lumpy seas. Not awful. It was worse earlier. And still showing an arrival in Sheboygan in a little over an hour.
At 11:08 is the estimated arrival.
11:08, so about an hour and a half. So if we can get in the breakwater and make it into a slip, we got it made for a couple of days. Started out with a double reef main. That's all the reefs in the main, and staysail, no headsail today, no jib. never seem to have the camera on when the big ones roll by, do we? So I'd say they're pretty regularly in the 5-foot range. And we've seen some much larger that obscure the horizon when they sweep past. That's pretty impressive. It seemed for a while like they were intensifying the closer we got to shore, but I think we're just getting some sets of big waves from time to time. There's one that took out a piece of the horizon. To the Sheboygan Harbor looks like in weather like this. Waves are hitting us pretty much broadside now. Drop the sails about a quarter of a mile back. Give us plenty of room in case we got something tangled up. All went pretty smoothly though. This is the same day we were sailing and all this. Had a couple of knuckleheads we were.
Smells fishy.
Smells fishy. It's Saturday, September 5th, 2020.
Labor Day weekend.
Labor Day weekend. And we are not sailing today. We're at the lighthouse at Manitowoc again. So we got the boat in the water on Wednesday. Probably could have sailed today, but the winds are supposed to be light out of the north. So light that we couldn't have really sailed very well anyway. Looks like it might be a little breezier than that, more out of the west, so we might have gone somewhere. But we can only go by the forecast. And tomorrow, we're supposed to have a gale out of the south, gale force winds. So we're not going anywhere until Monday at the earliest. It is Monday, Labor Day, September 7th, 2020, and that is the Raleigh Point Light. So we're not sailing again today because it's supposed to blow like crazy, and it's supposed to be rainy. It's not. It's supposed to be a gale yesterday. It wasn't. We didn't go anywhere because of it, and we're probably being duped again. So there is Lake Michigan. A little breezy, not bad. Otherwise a nice day. It's supposed to be really terrible today. It's supposed to be really terrible tomorrow. It's supposed to be really terrible the day after that. And pretty rainy the day after that. This may be our first sailing vacation. We don't actually do any sailing whatsoever. Or motoring even. You think that's pretty funny?
It's just like we got our dockside condo.
Yeah. It's not why we bought the boat, is it?
No.